Yes, welcome into another edition of Hong Kong Direct, and the focus this week is all about Sha Tin. We're going forward with Caspar Fownes to talk about his three runners in this weekend's The Queen Mother Memorial, and they're all coming in from different angles to the trio from the Fownes stable. We go back to Sha Tin last Sunday for FWD Champions Day, and what a day it was for the Hong Kong horses, with Romantic Warrior, Lucky Sweynesse, and of course the champ, Golden 60, writing his own piece of history. So that is what is coming up on the show this week, but the main focus is racing on Sunday, with the feature being the Group 3 mile-and-a-half Queen Mother Memorial Cup. Russian Emperor, he's won the Champions in Cheta over 2,400 metres, won over the same trip for the Emir Trophy in Qatar 3 starts ago. Senor Toba's back from the Middle East. Panfield, he's a Group 1 winner in 2021 of the Champions in Cheta. Running Glory goes to the distance for the first time. Butterfield, he won this race in 2021. Straight Aaron's won his last two, competed over 1,800, ran 5th in the Derby in between. First look at 2,400 metres for him. Sword Point has the cheek pieces off. Beautyverse race wide last time. He's been a winner overseas, 2,500 metres in the SA Derby. And Natural Storm has never raced over anything above Class 3 company or over 2,200 metres. But our focus is Caspar Fownes and his three-pronged attack, and Caspar spoke with our very own Nick Child.
Straight Aaron, he's gone straight past Sword Point. Sweet Encounter runs on, but Straight Aaron's loving the 1,800 metres, and he's going to brush home with an easy win. Columbus County has saved all the inside running, shoots up the rail, easy win in the end for Columbus County. Senor Toba in front, Qatar, here we come. Senor Toba has beaten home Running Glory and Car Ying Star.
Let's chat about your trio of runners. Let's start with Senor Toba. Obviously, he himself was the winner of this race 12 months ago. What's your overall assessment of his Middle Eastern adventure? I guess, ideally, you would have hoped for a bit better.
Oh, yeah, a lot better, actually. But, you know, he was plagued with some internal issues over there, and hopefully that's behind us now. His form prior to leaving Hong Kong was very good, winning the 1,800. He looked strong through the line, and now he's back here at Sha Tin, and, you know, obviously he's carrying 134. But we'd be hoping for him to bounce back and show us what his true form is.
These are his type of races, aren't they, Caspar? Yeah. I mean, when you look at targets for a horse like Senor Toba, I guess this month encompasses what you aim for with a horse like him.
100% right, yeah. That's what we'll be looking at these next two races, and hopefully he's there to pick up some nice prize money for us.
I thought probably one of your most interesting runners in the race, now you've got the three of them, but perhaps one of the more interesting is Columbus County. Now, I know he's a bit of a favourite amongst the stable. He's never actually won this distance, but some of his placed efforts, notably in a champion in Cheta and a Hong Kong Vase, have been very good if you get up to his form.
100% right. Look, he's the dark horse coming in off 120. He's got a nice galloping weight. He's got a fresh pair of legs. He could give a little bit of cheek in this race, you know, and like I said, he looks a treat. There's quite a bit of depth in this race. It's a race that's obviously got a lot of competition in it, so we'll be certainly respecting our competitors, and we're hopeful with a three-pronged attack that we can get a winning result with one of them.
I guess the winning result may well come from your lightly racehorse that you've now inherited in the shape of Straight Aaron, obviously. Let's go back to his Derby. I know, you know, I've read on record that if you go back and have the race again, you think he might have got that bit closer.
I know he would have. I mean, we've proven that a few weeks later, coming out and spanking the horse that obviously should have won the Derby, in Sword Point, whatever it's called. He looked like he was unlucky as well, but you know, he had the opportunity of doing that. We didn't. We were just stuck on the inside, and it's not the place to be on this horse. He's pretty electric when he gets a bit of room, and obviously we'll be hoping that we've stepped him up in distance this time. 2,400. It's a little bit of a risk factor, but the horse has come out of his race as well. He presents well, and I normally wouldn't run a horse out of the ratings and also put overweight on one unless I think his true rating isn't there yet, and I believe he's a horse that's going to be well into the triple figures going forward. So we've thrown him in here, you know, and then we're hopeful that if he runs the distance out, he'll certainly make his presence felt.
This is a lead-in to the champion in Cheta. Now, have you got unfinished business in that race? Now, you've run placed, I think, 3 times in the last 4 years.
Yes, thank you.
I don't want to remind you, but it's there, of course. Is that very much a race that you want to win?
Of course, it's a race you want to win, but obviously if Danny Schum's horse goes there, he looks to be an absolute superstar. So we have to, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes in life you just, you're battling for second place, you know. But in this game, you never give up. Racing, there's certainly the glorious uncertainties of racing, and you're always hopeful that you're there to knock the champ off his peg.
Do you enjoy training stayers? Now, I know there's obviously a very small pool of data, but this year alone, 2,000 metres beyond at both courses, you've trained, I think, 4 winners from 20 starters. So it might not seem as sort of impressive to some, but the record is there, and you seem to, you know, do very well with those type of horses.
Yeah, look, I enjoy training all types of horses, you know, but when you get something that's coming through the system that looks to be quite progressive, you're always, that's what you wake up in the morning for, to just hopefully feel that you've got some potential stars in the yard that can take them and their ratings through the grades in the following campaign, you know, which we always do. We're trying to just get the next potential good horse in Hong Kong.
And just on your stable form, Caspar, as well, the horses are going along quite nicely. What's the aim towards the end of the season? We're sort of working to the sort of the burning embers of this season. What's in mind for Caspar Fownes and the stable to try and achieve before the season's out?
Oh, you're just trying to hit the 50-plus winner mark, and you know, we've had a nice season again. I want to try and be the king of the valley again. That's something that's special to me, is try and you know, get my title there. And we're going close with a few of the other boys. They're doing really well, so that's what I'll be focusing on. And again, looking forward to building a good string for the seasons to come.
There was some footage of Caspar Fownes talking to Ellis Wong, new jockey in town, apprentice rider, 10-pound claimer, has his first ride for Caspar in the Griffins race, the opening event on Sunday. But that was Nick Child with the trainer with 3 in the Queen Mother Memorial. We're going to jump in the time machine now, Marty McFly style, so to speak, and rewind back to what was a magic day at Sha Tin last Sunday. It was FWD Champions Day.
Reach for the go button, and the Swainess, he extends, he's 3 over Wellington, Courier Wonder and Side Success, it's Lucky Swainess, there's speed, there's Swainess speed, and Lucky Swainess by 4.
It was very good. They certainly made him work early to get the position he got. He wasn't able to get into his rhythm for quite some time, but once he got there, geez, he travelled beautifully, and you know, then it was just a matter of trying to conserve a little bit of energy so he had something left. But you know, he's clearly the new sprint king in Hong Kong.
Golden 60's in front, he's a length and a half over Beauty Joy and California Spangle. Win 1, you're good, 2, you're great, 3, you rewrite history. Golden 60's won his 3rd Champions Mile.
Thank you so much, and thank you to all the racing fans, and of course I'm really grateful to be on this horse again. You know, he's such a superstar, and no, I'm just very grateful at the moment. I'm very happy for Golden 60, of course. Now he looks around and enjoy the crowds, and you know, enjoy his home turf, so yeah.
Romantic Warrior with 200 metres to go. Last year's winner is 2 in front of Money Catcher, then Prognosis, but it's Romantic Warrior. He's blowing kisses to the crowd, and he's going to win his 2nd QE2.
Yeah, it was. How good are the Hong Kong horses? They're flying tonight. So it was great to be on him, and he put in a performance like he did it in December. It was a spectacular performance. There's not one part of the race, to be honest, where I thought he was always going to explode for me, and the race panned out beautifully.
That was Champions Day last Sunday, magic day of racing, of course, at Sha Tin. What is coming up in Hong Kong? We open the diary and have a look racing on Sunday with the Queen Mother Memorial, the feature, the Group 3 at 4:35 local time. On air from midday, Sha Tin next Wednesday night. There's some big jackpots for the all-weather meeting. On air from 6:45, an 8-race program. The first race is at 7:15, and then the Hong Kong Macau Trophy is back on Saturday, the 13th of May, with the first race back to a 1 o'clock start time at Trackside Live from 12:30. That has been Hong Kong Direct. As we always do when there is a feature race, we leave you with past glory of the Queen Mother Memorial. It's a true staying star of Hong Kong racing. It was Exultant, winning in 2018. Bye-bye.
Queen Mother Memorial Cup with a mid-race move, sliding by the 700 metres, 3/4 to Prawn Barbar, who's shown the persuader. Hapala Baby, then Goldfield being passed by Eagle Way. Doyani's under the stick now too with Rickfield as they come up to the corner where Exultant, he's gone a fair way out, but he stays on quite strongly. Prawn Barbar trying to stick with him. 3 back then to Eagle Way, followed then by Goldfield, Hapala Baby, Doyeni and Rickfield, but Exultant's in full flight at the 300 metres, 4 lengths clear from Prawn Barbar. Doyeni's running into third, Eagle Way can't lift his legs, but Exultant in full flight in the Queen Mother Memorial Cup, 6 lengths in front from Doyeni and Prawn Barbar, who'll battle out the minors, but it's a one-act affair. Exultant trots in, Exultant by 6 lengths.